Hello and welcome to another episode of Motorsport Manager with Levingston Motors. Our car is really bad, so is our headquarters. There is a political vote, which we are of course going to abstain because we don't really care, because the only one we care about is spec engines. I'm hoping people don't abstain from this. They might do. Hopefully those with multiple votes waste it on this one because it's so pointless. Who cares? Yep, these uses two votes. So's he. Everyone's voted on it, and it is rejected. But everyone else voted, so we're the only people at the minute, or the only team with multiple votes, and we've got, 5 of them. This won't matter for us because there's no qualifying and we take practice, so we only really use one set of tyres for each driver. You're not going to use 11 tyres. You only need to make 3 pit stops, so as long as you get 6 of each choice, you're fine. So this is irrelevant, really. That is also completely irrelevant because there's no qualifying. So this is the only vote that matters. Hopefully the AI don't realise that. As for our car, I am making an engine. Simply because that's just so weak. For this season, we're going to need it. Then after that, I'm going to go make the one part, I think. Because I believe one engine's a lot... Well, it's not actually. There is one part, it was a gearbox, I think, where this one part was a lot better than the other. Why aren't we working on that reliability? Nah, whatever. On the bright side, it should mean Englehart's car is going to be pretty alright. Oh, come on. You were content a minute ago. What else is there? So Cher's got a better gearbox now, not by a lot, but it's got better reliability as well. And of course, Engelhart has Nurse, so this shouldn't matter too much. Plus, it's not a key part. Brakes are, and well, moving doesn't matter because it's like 80. And brakes are quite low. That's a mistake. I should focus on that reliability. As for the engine, I'm going to develop it, and then that might be it. I might develop one set of brakes because this one's a lot better than this one. But there's not a lot I can do to improve it this season without making it a risky part. So after that, we'll be developing risky parts. Although I think one thing I am going to do, $8,000 to upgrade. I'm going to hold off for now, but I am looking to upgrade one of these places. I can ask the chairman for more money, but I'm going to hold off for now. Simply because I'm not confident I can get a 9th place finish consistently. Because of how bad our car is now, because apparently Predator Racing have got really good development. Even though our staff is average, I believe. Yeah, they're 10th. Makes a little sense to me. It's quite annoying. And what's their car at? As a bar. A bit higher than ours. I think their gearbox is significantly better than ours. I don't get how it's 10th. Look how that bar's quite high. The average is only there. You know what I mean? It's like that's 9th. I mean the bar's a bit lower, but it's lower. Our bar's lower as well compared to that. It's about the same. So these two should be same in comparison to the league, but whatever. But the car's obviously just flat out better because I think Santa Anna's doing quite well against us, and she's a worse driver than either of our guys. Although she's got a house fire, so she's got -1 and everything. Still listening to an album, so 2 weeks of that. But I don't believe any sponsors are going to run out. No, it's these two. Right. It is predicted to be heavy rain, which will be wet tyres. We're not going to do well here. It is Italy. It's all about top speed. I do not have much hope for this race. Plus, I think our brakes are the worst as well. And when it comes to a lot of speed, your drivers don't matter that much. We can do alright in places like Germany because there's a lot of turns, so you can a good driver can defend even with a crappy car, but not in a race like this. I think 61's going to be good enough for now, but while that's on my mind, you and you. Of course, second half of the season we'll focus on performance. But I believe everyone's got the right parts. Yeah, looks like it. That power we're not going to use because even with the nurse perk, Jesus Christ, what happened there to my voice? Even with the nurse perk, that's pushing it. So we're going to leave that for now. On to the race. Like I said, not much hope for this one. It's all about your engine, and ours is terrible. Of course, season 3, this should be spec. I think that's going to do a great deal for us. Because engine's the most important part. Then it's the gearbox. And our gearbox, even though it's 10th, is not terrible, so we can improve on that. I can of course, towards the end of the season, spend some money on it. It's going to rain during practice. It said it's going to rain during the race as well, so I'm probably going to go into Inters just to get that knowledge. It's not going to apply for March anyway. Although it did say heavy rain, so it might actually be wet weather in the race, we'll see. But I will see you when I've finished practice. Well, that is the end of practice. We didn't get a dry lapping, so we have finished at the bottom. But we were 13th and 14th. No, actually, Engelhardt got to 4th with the fastest third sector lap. So the important thing is, though, we did get some good setups. What I find funny is that if we won this, let's say we win this race, we won't. But if we did, the interview question would be, "Why did you do so bad at practice?" It's how stupid the questions are. There is rain at lap 5. The question is, how heavy does it get? So, we're going to go out on softs. That's a 96, that's very good. Eddie Marsh, Milan. So lap 5 it will be wet. So it is coming at lap 4 then, and we're at lap 5. That's the start of lap 5. If we just 6 laps for both people, both drivers, we can we've got some fuel to burn, and if we see it's going to get wet, even then, if it's intermediate for 2 or 3 laps and it's 4 wets, you're better off pitting both times. It's faster, as we saw in the last race of the first season. So that's probably what we'll do. We'll do 6 laps because we're going to pit for Inters, I think. What's the temperature? 15. It's quite low. That's good. That's good because we can push our tyres. Engelhardt as well at 96. Made some last minute adjustments there, and it's come through, which is always nice. Same strategy, softs of course. I tried to get a dry stick right at the end of the practice, but I'm just running out of time. But as you can see, we've got some good setups here, so it doesn't really matter. Attack and a high, don't overtake. Knowledge. The problem is we don't know how long the win is going to last. That would be useful, but I'm going to assume we're going to have plenty of pit stops today. I'm going to go for light footed, intermediate tyres even. The performance increase. As for Engelhardt, he doesn't really light footed because he's fine, so Nurse will do. Here we go. Everyone's starting, of course, on the dries. No one starting on inters, which would have been great. I didn't change Engelhardt's fuel. Oh, I did. And that is 5 red lights for the Italian Grand Prix, and Marsh immediately drops a position. So does Engelhardt, but our car is terrible. We're going to have to... no, Marsh has actually defended it. So does Engelhardt. He's cleaned it back. Sabado's winning ride. Doesn't matter to us. We don't have any pace in this race. It's all about the pit stops. The rain could help us out here to get us some more get some higher positions than we would normally would in a race like this. Because as you can see, you got Vernand and they're just going by. You know, Marsh can't do anything about it. Our driver's skill is irrelevant in this race. Well, it's not completely irrelevant. It is in a way. You got Santana there breathing all over Marsh. See, this is meant to be one of the worst cars on the grid, just overtaking us with absolutely no problem. Engelhardt isn't there to really do anything about it because he's got the better car. So it's going to be a very bad race for us. We're going to do crap. It's just a punishment for wanting your own team, your own logo. You get crappy parts, and 2 or 3 seasons are complete throwaways. See, Engelhardt's the best driver in this team, in this league, and he's in 20th. Was in 19th because Sabado went wide. Because the car is that bad. There's nothing we can do. We're gonna do crap. It's an impossible race for us. It's all on the pit stops, and it's gonna get wet. It's gonna be full of wets at some point. Engelhardt up into 18th as people must be calming down the tyres. Here comes the rain. Oh, not through. Marsh. I'm going to pit for Inters now. This might be too early. It's probably too early, but getting the early pit stop. Try and get... Yeah, it's already going wet. Let's go. We're not the only ones pitting, which is good to see. No mistakes, please. We're not pitting for fuel. Oh, we've come up behind some people. I'm hoping some people stay out because this will be too long. People are staying out. This is too long. It's into weather. People have gone on to wets, and as you can see, they've gone on to wets. We've overtaken them. We now need to build up a lead before it gets to full wets. That is an alarm. I woke up a lot earlier than planned today, which isn't a bad thing. So here we go. We've got a drive-through penalty. You cut a corner. Engelhardt, you moron. You're meant to be the best driver in this team. So I'm hoping what we're gaining now is going to pay off in the long run because we need to pit for wets. In fact, I think we need to pit for wets now. I'm hoping that this has paid off. We're pitting a lot of times here. Let's go. Right, it's wet weather. Marsh Matt's did that for too long. I hope not. Oh god. You gotta think, we are gonna be pitting. There was a mistake. Of course. The pit overhaul just means you're guaranteeing mistakes, and it's RNG. Alex Rogers has crashed. So Marsh might not end up in last place here. So everyone's going to group up behind the safety car. You just come out the pits, love. Are people pitting? If people are going to pit on this safety car, then we've ballsed it up. Can we overtake the safety car? Yeah, we can. If they're not, we're going to do alright here. Because we've got better tyre wear. Although it does, yeah. Yeah, let's mess things up a bit. God damn it, Rogers. See, Santa Ana's in 10th, third car's alright, so this 9th race finish is impossible in this race. Because we can't use our better drivers to compensate. It's all about the engine. It's the punishment for wanting your own logo and your own team colours. Okay, okay. Push through your tyres, you don't want them cold. Alright, attack. Because it's about to recommence. Go on, Engelhardt, take Evans out. Come on. Yes. We'll go past Evans at least, for now. Santa Ana is dropping. Problem with the brakes already. No engine. See, needs repairs. Antonov has run wide. I don't know where he is. He's quite high up. He should be. Yeah, he's in 9th. Not care about Sabado. Engelhardt can't get past Marsh. I will say let him through, but he needs to earn it. He has the better engine. That's a lot. That's a lot of pitting. We need to pit now. I should have pit then. It's getting dry. If I'm lucky, they'll put onto dries. Although I should have pitted someone. That's a mistake. Okay, let him through. There we go. Everyone's making repairs. Right, you're going to need to come in for dries. How much do they like? 10 to 12 are fine. fell up. No, 7. Pack conditions alright. Just attack, attack, attack. Do what you can. We should get decent position thanks to those repairs from other people. We are getting caught here because of the... I've stayed out far too long on wets, but it doesn't really matter too much, I don't think. We can now push with Santa Ana with Marsh. If we look at other people who need to make repairs. We are ahead of Santa Ana and Evans, so we are now in 9th again, thanks. And we're far ahead of Evans. What's Santa Ana doing? She's behind us. No mechanical issues, but she's going to need to pit again, I think. She doesn't have the tyre wear for it. Antonov, no issue. Valdez, no issue, but he's got some terrible form. The good news is Engelhardt is the one ahead of Santa Ana. It isn't Marsh. Engelhardt's the better driver. That might be enough. She's using up her tyres quite a bit and conserving fuel. Our condition is alright apart from brakes. So Marsh has done her job. It's been a bit of a weird race. We've probably pitted 4 times, I think. Evans on the harder compound. It's 24 degrees. So our tyres now going to be an issue. Our tyre heating's going to be an issue because it's hot, and we're on the softer compound. You back up. We are catching the 2 in front because they're backing up and we're only conserving, and that is our sponsor objective in 12th up ahead. They're attacking now. Well, he's attacking anyway. El Sadat has overtaken Santa Ana. Santa Ana's attacking, but she's going to have to fight to get past El Sadat, which should slow them down a bit. Suspension issue. She should last 3 laps or 4 laps. She might get lapped in a minute anyway, which will end her race a lap earlier. They're pushing away again because obviously Antonov is pushing there. Valdez is pitting. I don't know about Antonov. Antonov is also pitting. There's no rain. There's people in the pits. There are people in the pits. We're going to gain a lot of position here. We're in 6th. I think we've been lapped as well. We've just been lapped, so we're going to end the race lap early with Marsh. Which is fine. 7th has a mechanical issue. We might get a top 6 finish here. Attack. Overtake. Go for broke on the final lap for Engelhardt. Sabado's out of fuel. He's up ahead. He's run out of fuel. We might get 5th. We might get 5th. Why would you do that? Engelhardt just breaking right behind. Sabado's out of fuel and he's fighting for 5th place. He's not going to get it because he's an idiot. He could have had 5th. He should have had 5th. Completely should have had it. He blew it. Braking hard behind Sabado, who was out of fuel, rather than just going around it. That was terrible. But still, 6th place. Santa Ana in 17th, so we're going to get a lot of points on the Predator racing team. The Nurse Perk, dividends. The saviour of Levingston Motors this race. This was a race we should have done terrible. We didn't have the parts for it. We should have done absolutely rubbish. But the Nurse Perk meant we could stay out when everyone else was fixing their cars. And we should have had 5th, but in the end we get 6th place. That is very impressive from Engelhardt, apart from just breaking hard behind Sabato, who finished down in 13th. A 6th place finish for Engelhardt. A real confidence booster. Predator, when they get disqualified, will get penalties for illegal parts. That'd be nice. They don't. But Engelhardt getting 15 points. That is a huge gain. I think we probably finished higher than 9th on Engelhardt's performance alone. Just think, with that 10-second penalty, it would have easily been 5th. Dang. Cutting corner, man. Come on. Fastest lap went to Cavalcante of Silver Racing. Engelhardt up into 12th. Marsh in 19th, which is basically where we want her. That's her job, is to finish above Evans. That's her only job while she's doing it. And we move into 8th position. I do believe we've got more points than Vexala there. Levingston Motors on the up and up. That nurse perk paying dividends so far. Of course, later in this season, it won't be as useful because everyone will have got their reliability up. But we can still use it for weight stripping to counteract our bad stats. 6th place was our final result. All on Engelhardt. Engelhardt proving his worth. And he's on bad form, apparently. He's on bad form. 4.7, you kidding me? Marketability up. Should have really taken the extra money from the chairman. I thought that was going to be a bad race for us, and it should have been, but the nurse perk saved us. That is out. We probably gained at least probably 11 or 12 places thanks to that perk. That is how good that perk is. It's overpowered. But the important thing is, there was one mistake. It wasn't major. It was only a 2-second mistake, so they're going to complain about either our parts or our bad practice. They can go away. That's the it's like that mistake could have been. You can get like a fuel fire or something, and it can scar obviously the driver for life, and it permanently affects them. So that RNG can ruin one of your drivers. I don't know how bad it is, or if it's permanent. I think it's permanent. And you just add into to the RNG. Gearbox is crucial. I'm going to hold off now. I might wait to the end of the season. The problem with finishing 8th is that it's going to make it harder next season to please the chairman. We won't finish 8th, we'll get caught by Vexala, but we've got a massive gain on Predator already. And we've probably got past one of our worst races, only Guildford. I think it's going to be a pain. Oh no, we've got Milan again. Oh, Phoenix. Yeah, Phoenix is going to suck. But we might be able to use weight stripping to counteract that. But 6th place for Engelhardt. Not bad at all. That is very impressive indeed. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you next time for some more Motorsport Manager with Levingston Motors.